So, I'm excited to see The Bad Guys 2.
Oh.
And I don't know if you saw the first one, but it's
No.
like a fun little animated film. It looks really fun. It looks cool. I want to watch it.
You've been talking to Sai.
And it's out. It's out now. I got like an ad for it.
Yeah.
I was talking to Sai like under an hour ago, but we were not talking about The Bad Guys 2.
Sai's energy is just that movie. I remember him like getting so hyped for it in the theater, just like the preview. He's like, "That looks so good." I didn't even.
Yeah, hell
never,
yeah! It does look really good. It looks fun as hell.
I don't think I had ever even.
I hadn't heard of the first one either, but
yeah, of that. So interesting. But that's fun, I guess. Cool.
it reminds me of Super Crooks off of Netflix, but like obviously like a furry version. I guess it's Zootopia Super Crooks for anyone out there who's looking for that niche.
It's Zootopia Super Cooks. What?
Super Crooks.
Super Crooks.
Super Crooks is like a I don't know. Maybe that's not the name of it. I think that's what I'm thinking.
No,
of. But
okay.
It's like just like Netflix animated show about like robbers.
It's
And I think
it's
they
an
have, like,
anime.
powers or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's not. Wait.
I could be mistaken.
No. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page now. But you said
Yeah.
Zootopia. Is it not Zootopia?
Yeah, it's like the Zootopia version of Super Crooks.
Oh! You're saying Bad Guys too. I thought Super
Yes,
Crooks.
it's the two of these put together makes Bad Guys 2.
I thought this was like Super Crook or Zootopia : Super Crooks. Like it was one show, like a spin-off of Zootopia. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, okay, this makes sense.
No. Yeah, no, God.
Cool. Well,
Although that's what the movie would be if it was. Right. Anyway,
I see.
That's the alt title for it.
Yeah. That was in pre-production where they had the final title.
Yeah. They didn't get either of the licensing acts for it, so they were like, "Fuck it, we'll call it The Bad Guys." Like,
I am very like checked out of a lot of the animation coming out this year. There's a few things that I've seen, like that did well at various film festivals, or like that I know have a little bit of buzz, but nothing that like I really remember.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Was The Wild Giant this year? Or was that last year? Or
So-
Wild Robot?
I was gonna say, you're just making up new movies.
Yeah. I am.
What we should do is we should start a spreadsheet.
Was the Big Friendly Giant from this year or 10 years ago?
We should start a spreadsheet of every time you fuck up a movie title, and like it'll be the new roster of movies that when we get rich we're gonna make.
I feel like you could make like those like notes apps that are like spider webs.
Yeah.
Where like they like connect different. It would be like the actual movie, and then it could spider web out to like all
Four
of, like,
different movies you
like,
confuse it for.
bastardizations of it that have done it. Yeah. Especially because like I'll often get like very close to like two movies, or I'll just get like a bit confused.
Yeah.
One part just turned around a bit. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's tough. There's a lot of these things out there. They all have different names. It's crazy, man.
Hundreds of thousands of them. Yeah. Including many coming out this year.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any you're excited for?
Yeah. There's a few, I would say. I'm excited about this movie After the Hunt, which is the new Luca Guadagnino movie. So he's the one who did Challengers and Call Me by Your Name and the Suspiria remake. Which, did you watch the remake or the original Suspiria? I can't remember. Was it from the 70s or was it from
the original?
Okay.
The original, yeah. I have heard that the remake is really good, and that was one of the things that I pitched for Pride Month.
Yeah, right. Okay. That's interesting. That movie's fun. That movie has one of the most upsetting scenes I've ever seen in a movie. Like that, there's a scene in that.
I think you told me that, and I think that's why we decided not to watch
Yeah.
it. We were like, that's not like...
Kind of dark.
that wouldn't be a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so Guadagnino is the one who's doing allegedly the American Psycho remake as well. So he's kind of like a prolific, weird gay director, writer. So he has a movie coming out with Julie Roberts and Io Debris and Andrew Garfield about like allegations. What if there were allegations at a school?
So,
and
is he the potion seller?
No. The Potion Seller is a writer for his movies.
Okay, all
who
right,
you're
all
thinking
right.
of. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Challengers was written by,
By Potion Sally guy, yeah.
yes, yeah, but he has not, he's partnered with him twice, but he's not behind this movie. But yeah.
Okay,
So,
gotcha. Yeah.
but yeah, so I'm excited for that
His
one.
potions were too strong for this movie. I get it.
It's
I get
true.
it.
It's true. Definitely not low-hanging fruit that revolved several times through social media around the time of Challengers.
Yeah, I mean, I know, and I saw it a lot there too, which is why I thought of it when you said Challengers. I was like, oh shit, like my guy.
All right, I'm sharing my screen. We're gonna talk through.
Okay.
Just gonna talk through Letterboxd here. So this is my list of 2025 movies I've heard about and want to keep an eye out for, plus ones I've seen.
Okay.
So, One Battle After Another. That's the one I asked you about the other day. That's Paul Thomas Anderson. So, DiCaprio, which is interesting, and a bunch of other people like Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, Tiana Taylor. So like, seems like a kind of cult / leftist infighting / violent revolution. I like, not sure, but I'll keep an eye out on it. Seems interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So we could see that. I mean, there's a lot of movies from directors that we're familiar with, or like stars that we're familiar with. This one.
Mm-hmm. What's this train movie about? Train Dreams. What's that? What's going on there?
Train Dreams. So,
Yeah.
movie about, I think it's like a psychological drama, starring Joel Edgerton. So, it's based on a book from what I remember. So he's like off on his own and he's kind of going through it while his wife and daughter are back at home. So kind of like a heady, serious kind of drama movie. I think this one, was at festivals. Okay. So I think that's her. Yeah. Sundance.
Okay.
Die My Love, that's an interesting one. Lynn Ramsey, I don't think we've done a movie of hers, but she did We Need to Talk About Kevin. So I know that's a movie we've both seen.
Oh, yeah.
So, interested to see that from her, kind of like a postpartum, spooky Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson, maybe going a little crazy type of movie.
I like Robert Pattinson. I like a lot of the stuff that he's done. Mickey 17, although I hadn't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. It's like definitely on the list. I heard that was a super fun watch.
Yeah, it is fun. It was a really fun, solid, just like good hang. Highest to Lowest is a remake of the Kurosawa movie, High and Low. So, but by Spike Lee, starring Denzel, who I know you love. So that'll be a fun one. Although it has really shitty reviews. Like, people do not like that movie. Kind of people rejected it. But you know what? That's okay. We'll see. Begonia, obviously, we've talked about that. The new Yorgos movie. What else is on here that we could talk about? Cloud, which is the new Kiyoshi Kurosawa movie from this past year. People really like that one. Been hearing good things. I mean, these other movies that are less whatever prominent. Keeper, which is this, like, Oz Perkins puts out like 2 movies a year now. So Longlegs, The Monkey, like now he's putting out this like very interesting sounding, like, seems like women in peril kind of a movie from the trailer. So I don't know, whatever, cool, fun.
Did that one horror movie ever come out where it's like a bunch of kids, they all run away?
Weapons.
And
yes, Weapons. It has not come out yet. It comes out.
Is that out already? Okay.
It'll be out by the time this episode comes out, but it doesn't come out for another like 4 or 5 days.
Makes sense, because I didn't see it on the list here. I was just wondering. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I might have just missed adding it. But yeah, it's on.
I didn't even know that this was like a curated list by you. I didn't.
This is my list.
Scrolling through 2025 movies or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is me. Weapons. Did you see Barbarian?
Like a movie from this year, Barbarian?
No, like movie from like 3 years ago, Barbarian.
I don't think so. No.
Okay. It's by the guy
that sounds a little too recent. Who made that?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. How'd you hear about Weapons? Just a trailer on YouTube?
I Yeah, I've seen a lot of trailers for it and shit.
Yeah. Okay.
That got a lot of hype a couple of months ago, which kind of like died down. I haven't heard anything about it
Yeah.
at all, like recently. What I mean, also like I haven't had a phone recently for the watchers at home, so like I could have that could just be me being under a rock. But
Possibly.
I I heard a lot of like buzz about it. People were really excited, and then it just like died off.
Sorry, I'm just kind of clicking through various movies to
No, you're good.
see if
You're
there's
good.
ones
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can talk about here.
Just checking them out.
Yeah, I did put this list together. But
No other choice. The like
we're-
I don't know what to call it. The title screen for it, not title screen. The poster for it, looks eerily like another movie that we've seen. I can't think of what it is, but like a
it looks
I
a
don't know,
lot
more friendly
like
movie, I guess.
it looks a lot like the other Park Chan-wook movie, The Handmaiden. It looks a lot like that cover too. But so this is we didn't watch The Handmaiden. But he's the director of Old Boy. So the original director, among other movies too.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah.
so yeah, sounds fun. Sounds like murder. I'm not sure about the cover though. What you're seeing?
I think it's just because it's much. Now that I'm looking at a larger version of it, I'm not seeing the same resemblance I saw earlier.
Fair.
I was thinking, you're gonna laugh. I thought it looked like the Animal House cover.
Oh, it kind of does. It has some of
like-
the same like colors and like vague shape of like
Yeah,
things bursting out.
yeah. You can
Yeah.
sort of tell that there are like people there, and like there's people in the foreground. And like
Yeah.
I was like trying to pin down. I was like, that's so weird. It looks really like eerily similar to one of those. But anyway, yeah.
No, you're fine. There was like one more that I really wanted to talk about with you. I can't remember what it is. Is it Blue Moon? No. A lot of these are by directors we should talk about at some point, but have not yet. How do you feel about Knives Out and Glass Onion? How'd you like those movies?
I mean, they were kind of fun.
Yeah.
I liked the first one a lot the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I think they are very fun, like hang movies to just throw on when you're hanging out.
Yeah.
The second one I saw once, and I was like, that's more than enough. But I mean, also like,
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like, I was like cool, fun. I liked the twist. I expected the twist. Like I expected there to be twists, so it wore off a lot of the novelty of it. But I mean, I like how they worked it out. It was cute. And yeah, fun watches. Doesn't have to be like, thought provoking or crazy or anything, right? To be enjoyable.
Totally. Yeah.
What was that? Another one coming out? I saw.
There's a new one called Wake Up Dead Man, which has a bunch of fucking people.
It's still got Daniel Craig in it. Yeah. I like him as Benoit Blanc.
Yeah. He's fun. He's having fun doing his.
Yeah, I think they all are. Like everyone. Yeah. It seems like everyone was just like having a good time recording it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's very like Mad Libs of a cast. Everyone is like it's just we'll get John Bernthal and Dave Bautista and who like fucking Jamie Lee Curtis, fuck it.
Hey, do you think Josh Brolin and Mila Kunis are up to anything? You think they would be in the new one? Get them in the new one. Get them in the new one.
This was the one I wanted to talk about because Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro, new Frankenstein. I am.
Oh, okay.
The more
I still have the Knives Out on my screen.
Oh, sorry. You're like, Knives
fine.
Out. No.
Yeah, you were like, this is what I wanted to talk about. I was like, the one that we're talking about right now. Because this is
the more I see of this movie, the more like stills I'm really on the fence about. I was excited when I first heard about it. I do like Del Toro's stuff, although some of it is hit or miss for me. But like overall, I'm positive on him. And I was like, okay, Oscar Isaac, hot. Like to look at him. Jacob Elordi looks like Frankenstein. I'm in the bag. But then like,
yeah,
I don't like several of these other actors. I'm not huge on like Christoph Waltz, Mia Goth. Like, there's just like, these like other people in it that I'm like, oh, I don't know. And then like looking at the movie itself, it looks very Netflix, which it's going to be a Netflix movie. So like, I wish it would release in theaters. I feel like there's a motivation there to like make the movie look a certain way if it's on Netflix. And so I feel like, I don't know. I'm worried. I'm worried about it, but
yeah, I don't know.
you're like, I don't care.
No, not that I don't care.
Yeah.
It's I mean, I don't care that much, but it's weird to me how like Netflix kind of destroyed a lot of I guess like norms around like production, right? So like with Stranger Things, right? It was such a huge like smashing success, and like it really like invigorated this idea that like Netflix could like create their own like production team, and they could like hire like random small creators to like make cool new interesting shows and movies, right? And that's like a great promise. And like there have been a ton of cool like projects up on Netflix. Love, Death and Robots or whatever. And there's a lot of like cool projects like that who have gotten funded through Netflix. And I mean they've done like some cool and interesting stuff.
Yeah, Power of the Dog.
I heard the last Airbender, Power of the Dog. Yeah, I heard the last Airbender series was kind of cool. Haven't really, I didn't watch it, but I heard it was interesting. And so yeah, I don't know. It's cool. It's neat that they like can do such a thing, but it also makes it so that like if they're licensed, like if they buy the licensing to like a show or a movie, or if they're like creating a movie, like it does get like that certain branding to it.
Yeah, they have a house style the way that Disney does now.
Yeah.
Well, and
I was even going to say it's like similar to like some Marvel movies. At least the things that I've seen from them, they like the action movies feel very like, oh, this is like brand name fucking or like great value Marvel or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, and part of it's interesting that we're talking about this. This is maybe a good segue with this old movie that we watched this week because, so much of that, what you're talking about, that like look can be attributed to lighting and how lighting is so different now, and like the way that people light movies. And I'm an amateur, you're an amateur. I should update our show notes to just be like two fucking stupid idiot amateurs. Don't. But I'm gonna do that right now. Actually, I'm stop mission.
Okay.
But the way that like the technical approach of lighting a movie has changed because we're not using like halogen, like we're using like LEDs or like we're using
so it's like different spectrums of covers like different spectrums.
Well, and like it matters too. Like the reason it's so flat often is like because it's so unflattering to to shine a very, very bright light on someone's face, and so you have to like use techniques to like hide that, and then it becomes like, well, why would we do that when we could just like overlight everything? It's very different. You don't want that like harsh kind of like shadow and brightness because it's unflattering, even though it produces some of the most dramatic imagery. So like Superman is a movie I just saw in theaters a couple weeks ago, and like that movie was really fun. I really liked that, but there were times when it was lit like shit. Like it was just so flat.
Yeah.
And Netflix has that problem too, where everything's just kind of like washed out. Like the new Pride and Prejudice, have you seen those?
No.
Let me finish updating the show notes.
One of my biggest problems with like recent movies is just that they're too dark. Like I can't tell what's going on.
Yeah.
And like,
and part of that's the same problem.
A dumb example.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's the flip coin. It's like the flip, right? Like either like they have everything like washed out and oversaturated, or it's just too dark. Like there's just like no lights on set. This might be a sort of dumb example, but I thought the first Men in Black had really good lighting.
No, I don't think it's dumb.
I like those movies. But they do like a lot of like natural lighting and versus like or like outdoor lighting and like there's a couple of scenes in particular with what is it, Kay, I think was his name, talking to Will Smith's character,
Tommy Lee Jones,
and when he's like giving him like the speeches and stuff. I saw like a behind the scenes, I don't know what it was, maybe on like a DVD or whatever, about that, and like there's like 12 guys just like walking around with like these big like reflective panels to like try to like get like the light right onto their face, like, and there's like there's other people like with lights like on the other side, and so it's like it's super interesting how they're like backlighting it and like focusing like the, I don't know, off cast light to try to like make sure that like no particular part of a scene is like too dark, and nowadays it feels like they're just like, hey, you got an iPhone 6, get out there, you know, like let's get filming, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, I understand that it's very involved, you know. So like, I understand, especially if you're working on a tight budget or a tight turnaround, or if you just don't give a shit because this is a for hire thing for Netflix. But it sucks. It's you know, it makes it easier, I think, to like for continuity and like it just, and that's not to say like, oh, these people are just fucking lazy, but like it is a little sad that it's kind of a lost, like that we're forgoing that so that we can whatever create content at an easier clip.
Yeah. Do you think any part of that is like due to just like the sort of, I don't want to say like working conditions around it, but like how people get hired onto
like,
sure those programs?
It's right? Like a terrible fucking like industry. Like everyone I've talked to. Yeah. Sounds awful. So yeah, I think that's definitely part of it. It's like a content mill, you know. Yeah. So, but that's why you can still find movies that look good. It's just that they are from indie directors who are like financing their own shit, and it's really a labor of love. And so they, you know, they want to take the time, or it's from like people like, you know, like whatever, like the fucking Oppenheimer, like the really, really big stuff that like, or, you know, a Scorsese film.
They have the budget to afford the really high end guys who can like who all know their stuff and are willing to put in the time and effort to make it look good.
I mean, one of the I think few kind of criticisms I think that someone could level at Barbie is the lighting. Actually, like if you were to, I still think that's basically a perfect movie, but like, that movie is lit like shit. It looks bad, and I mean, part of that goes into the effect of like it works, but it's still like it still looks bad. It's supposed to be
like dreamlike. Yeah. I feel like the parts that they had like in the real world felt like better lit, at least overall, to me, than like the ones in the Barbie world. Where the Barbie world I thought was supposed to be more like
let me put it to you this way:
unrealistic.
Can you think of in The Thing or Heat, these movies that we've watched multiple times? Can you think of like a pivotal scene with like shadows and light? I bet you can just like conjure an image of like where lighting contributes to, you know what I mean? Versus like think of Barbie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. So, I mean, they're not using lighting to any effect outside of the effect of being like, okay, like the Barbie world is like very like bright, like zero shadows whatsoever, and then the real world is like
basically the same. It's just like less saturated.
It's basically the same. Yeah. I was gonna say it doesn't like fully contrast it because I feel like they don't want to like go too far with contrasting it. And you kind of like maybe lose a little bit. Because I mean it looks like realistic, right? Like it looked like they were like filming on like a pretty bright day in like California, and
which
it's like
works, but
fine, right? It works, but like it like there is no contrast to the bright sunny pop world of Barbie Land.
Lighting's important. Anyway.
Oh yeah, 100%. I was thinking that a lot about this movie when I was watching this, but yeah.
Real quick, because I sent you a DM before we talk about movies. Let's keep talking about this Netflix shit. This is the new Netflix Pride and Prejudice adaptation. Is the screenshot I sent you? Yeah, it looks like shit. It looks fucking terrible. It looks so bad. Like it's not like it. It looks bad. Am I crazy? Do you think it looks fucking ugly, like in heart, like shitty to look at?
I don't know. I mean, the costume designs look fine to me. Everything is the exact same light level, though. Like for like far background to like far foreground, and it's like they're not even casting shadows. Like this shot is taking place like at noon, on like a just overcast. Like the perfectly overcast day where
Well, and
you can't tell where the sun is, and it's not like too bright.
I think probably I don't know very much about the art of color grading, but I do feel like the color grading here is very like hyper realistic. Part of that might be because it's digital, and like I think that's like filming on digital is different than filming on film when it comes to like doing after kind of like color grading, and so Like, I feel like that might lend to why people are like, they're just pursuing this like extremely realistic, and by realistic I mean drab and boring to fucking look at style. Like, this is just so ugly. When this was released, I was like, this can't be right. Like, I don't fuck with Pride and Prejudice that much. I love the movie, but like, I don't really care, like, as a property. I'm not like obsessed with it, so I probably wouldn't have gone out of my way to watch this anyway, but now I'm definitely not gonna go out of my fucking way to watch this because it looks so bad. It looks like every other Netflix bullshit, you know? Anyway, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. One still, like,
nah,
I feel like they have a lot of potential.
I'm judging.
I feel like they have a lot of potential, especially on any scene that's like indoors.
Sure, yeah.
Because I feel like there's it's probably easier to like control lighting and whatnot in there, and like for like your promotional stills, I don't know, like you want like pictures of the cast outside. I don't know. Maybe that's cope, but
yeah,
we can hope for better.
You can hope for better. Ricky, what show is this?
The one that we're talking on right now?
Yeah.
Oh, this podcast is We Want to Watch. I'm Ricky.
I'm Lane. What movie? Well, we need to catch everybody up because we're interrupting our usual programming of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, we are interrupting our usual programming of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood to switch over to Alfred August for 2 weeks. This week we were watching The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock, a 1963 film. I should have said I don't know. I introduced that in a different order than you usually say them. So
that's okay.
But yeah,
it's great to talk about a movie. Great to talk about a movie and not a fucking season of TV. Why did you pick Alfred? Like, there are right. So you were like, we need to watch something else because whatever, Fullmetal Alchemist is not sustaining enough for 5 episodes,
not
maybe.
Bringing the juice.
And so, lots of A's I feel like you maybe could have picked. Although I'm not, kind of surprised you didn't go just like Anime August and just pick something else to watch for a season or even a movie.
Yeah, I was considering that. The big thing was just that
they were on Netflix.
These were available on Netflix for a time. Yeah, and I had watched part of Vertigo. I was like, oh man, I kind of watched the rest of these. And I watched part of The Birds with Meredith, my neighbor.
Shout out Meredith.
She wanted to show me some of the movie. Shout out Meredith. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, we should just like finish The Birds. And when I was pitching it to you, like, we went through a couple of different iterations of things to watch.
Yeah. And
I think we sort of flighted upon The Birds for this one. Which I'm kind of happy about. I've heard a lot about the movie for like years and years and years. So, yeah,
it's very much a movie
like
with a reputation.
Some of the work you have to touch upon.
Yeah. It's probably his third or fourth like movie that would come to. I mean, he put out a lot of very, very famous movies. So like, I feel like this is probably top 5 easily of like ones for people to, like Family Feud style. Like, name a Hitchcock movie. Like, you're probably getting.
Yeah.
Right. That's interesting.
Like The Birds has got to be on if you're doing Family Feud. Like, Birds has got to be up there.
3, yeah, for sure. What scene did you watch with Meredith? What did she showed it to you? She like pulled you aside and was like, "Hey, I want to show you this."
well, yeah. I was stopping by and she's like, "Oh, like you should watch this one scene." It was like the early scene where we watched part of the bit where like he's like antagonizing her in the store.
Yeah. The very beginning.
And then when she's driving up to meet him, the birds like swaying side to side.
Yeah.
When she's like driving the car back and forth, Meredith was like, "Oh, dude, it's such like a fun little like I don't know, not Easter egg, but like just a fun detail that Hitchcock
to put it in there
in his movies."
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I was watching, I was like, "Oh, this looks a lot like Psycho." In like in a pretty distinct way. And then I was like, that just makes a lot of sense. It's Hitchcock. So.
I will say, so I watched that. Did you watch my Snapchat videos of the Hitchcock movie?
No, I didn't watch ones today. No.
That's okay.
I haven't been like going through all my notifications. It's too much, so I'm just like not doing it.
You're fine. Because of this, I was like, well, I have this like shitty Hitchcock biopic that I've been like meaning to watch just because like it's dumb shit.
Yeah, you did tell me about that. Yeah.
So I watched that and it was bad, as I expected it to be. But between that and watching The Birds, I was fiending. I might watch Psycho at some point in the next few days because I was like, I want to fucking revisit Psycho so bad. But yeah, because I mean, it's only 3 years after Psycho that this movie comes out, so pretty
Yeah.
pretty different, like tonally and visually. Even though there's obviously like some of those trademark things, like the deep focus and whatever, like. It is funny how like
the women driving cars.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like I don't know, like that very particular.
He loves
like,
his women
like,
driving
like,
cars. Yeah.
Yeah, he does like women driving cars. Yeah.
It is funny how different they are,
and
given just 3 years of difference. Yeah.
I gotta say, watching this movie has made me appreciate the Psycho remake a little bit more because I feel like the women driving cars scene, which they did in the Psycho remake, maybe looks a little bit different than it did in Psycho, and I think we picked up on that. But like, it looks like The Birds, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, like they're probably just doing a fun little homage to
Maybe.
like all of Hitchcock's films,
Sure.
and like sort of like trying to like pick up on some of his style and different things. Because I feel like they styled it just like a little differently. I don't remember exactly, right? And I could be thinking of like the first one because we watched them so close to each other.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they did, kudos, and also like I really hope they did because it's lent a good light to that in my eye for right now.
I gotta say, I had a good time watching this movie. I wasn't like super thrilled about watching this because it's it is what it is, right? Like it's The Birds. It's very campy. It's very silly. It's not very scary.
Oh, yeah.
But
well, that's just because it's like old, though, right?
No, I don't think so. But we'll get into it. But I will say,
okay.
Atmospherically, the weather here it's been like fucking 100 degrees. No. Let me cook. It's been so hot for the last like 2 weeks. It's been like 90, 100, whatever.
And you do enough cooking in your car? 100 degree weather? Anyway, sorry, go on.
Put that one back into the car so it can keep cooking.
Yeah.
But the weather broke yesterday. And so it was like a little rainy, a little overcast, like a little cool. It was like 75, crisp. I was like, oh. Birds
were sort of chilling out. Yeah.
Birds are chilling.
Out in the trees and whatnot. Yeah.
Well, and it was just like, I could, the hint of fall is coming. I was olive green maxing. I was wearing olive green yesterday. So just like
manifesting it.
I was manifesting, yeah. So this hit in a good way that I wasn't expecting because of that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Remind me, what Hitchcocks have you seen besides Psycho and now The Birds? And you started Vertigo.
I started Vertigo. I think that's it. I don't think I've seen many others.
You haven't seen Rear Window, right?
Like his full.
That's like the other big one.
I've heard of Strangers on a Train. That's where they convince the other one to kill each other's bosses, right?
Yeah. Which
I've seen the CSI episode based on that, and I feel like I've seen other things that reference it. But
you should watch Rope. Rope is fun. Rope is a hell of a lot of fun. Yeah.
Rope. I don't even see that on the list of his movies. That's crazy.
Are you on Letterboxd?
At least I was just looking through Wikipedia.
I think Rope is like 20 years before this one. Like he has kind of like eras. Rope.
Oh, it is. There it is. Yeah.
Rope is really fun. Rope is a good fun movie. Just like a single room. You would love it, actually. It all takes place in one room. Suspense.
Oh, I love single rooms. Yeah.
Gays. Yeah, there's gays in it.
I feel like you could have done this movie as like a single room suspense. I'm not gonna lie.
The Birds? Yeah, probably.
Maybe not. Or I mean, in like a similar style. I don't know. Like play style almost.
Well, it's interesting, and not to maybe hint for next time. I know this is supposed to be. Never mind. We'll talk about it. But this movie is based on a short story by Daphne du Maurier, who was a writer in like the early 20th century of like kind of suspense fiction and stuff. So this was originally a short story, and I read through the summary of it. I did not read the short story before this podcast, but It's a completely different movie. Or a completely different story. Like, there's none of the same characters.
Oh, okay.
So, like, all of that stuff is, like a fictional, or not. The birds really happened, but they fictionalized it for this movie. No, it was a new concept, versus the original short story. But the short story is more self-contained.
Yeah. So the screenplay was written by Evan Hunter, who, Hitchcock, like, basically said, like, hey, give me, like more plot, give me like more interesting characters here, right?
Yeah.
But the idea behind like killer birds terrorize a town is the story, no?
Yeah, no, for sure.
The bird story? Or,
yeah.
Okay.
But just like all the characters, the location, everything is very different.
Okay.
Now,
I mean, this author also had another one of her works adapted by
I know.
Hitchcock.
I know, that's why I was going to bring it up.
About later.
Yeah. I'm trying to listen. I don't want. This is supposed to be Awful August, where you get to pick all the movies, but I could not help.
It doesn't matter. Like,
no,
it doesn't matter.
Well, yes. I mean, you did subject me to fucking all of Fullmetal Alchemist, so Anyway,
I don't see. All right, whatever.
We will talk. We will talk more later. Let's come back to the premise. Mm-hmm. You think that this movie is only not scary because it's old?
Yeah, because I mean, I think a lot of what people sort of look at as like horror has like changed a lot. Especially in like movies. That being said, I don't think it's I don't know, this is kind of like the train argument. Like, oh, like, do you think that like people actually thought the train was coming out of the screen at them? And it's like, well, like, no, but like, I don't know. I do think that it was like scary for the time. Yeah, because I've talked to people who have watched it, like older people who like first watched it when they were like kids or whatever. They're like, the birds was terrifying. Like I couldn't go outside for a week. Like that was like the most terrifying movie I've ever watched. I'm like, all right, well, like,
I guess
I don't think it's scary, to be honest with you.
I guess to me, like, if I were to compare this to another movie or like another premise, like Cujo comes to mind. Have you seen Cujo or read Cujo? Do you know of it?
I haven't seen it. I get the premise though. Yeah, like
rabid dog.
Yeah.
Literally just like an evil rabid dog. That is scarier to me, I think, because it's more realistic. Whereas this, there's obviously like a supernatural something happening, or like, whatever. I guess it could be like a virus or something, but it's the idea is that it's this like end times thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you're scared of this movie, then you're probably scared of like haunted house movies too, like what, so not generally you. Go ahead.
No, I know, yeah, the third person. Can I just say, I also think that, like, 50 years ago, the number of birds, like, in people's lives day to day, right, and, like, the density of birds that people would see was, like, so much higher.
That's true, yeah.
Like, nowadays...
Especially by the sea.
Like if you see...
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, even nowadays, like, I forget what they're called, but, like, I mean, if you see, like, I know it's a murder of ravens, right? But if you see like a large group of crows or like swallows or whatever, a lot of times,
no, go ahead.
Murmur.
No.
That is one of them. Yeah, it's. Yeah. I think that's swallows or something. Yeah, but when you see like a huge group, and it's sort of cool to watch like how they move in like waves and patterns and whatnot. It is kind of like, I mean, awe-inspiring to a certain degree, and especially like when like you see like a huge number of birds, like hundreds and hundreds, like flock across the sky, and like it gets like dark for like a second. Like that's really cool, and it happens so infrequently nowadays.
That's true.
I mean, it really kind of sucks. And I feel like just if there were 10 times the birds like out there right now than there were, like
it would hit more.
I would, because I would be like far more like entertained. Like it'd be more easily entertained, like the idea that like, oh, like hundreds of birds are flying down my chimney and like trying to kill me, or like flying through like my walls, and like they can just like keep hammering at the walls because there's just so many fucking birds.
I guess, but like again, it would require an orchestrated attack by the birds, and they wouldn't do that.
Right.
Not to be like, the movie's unrealistic because the birds are attacking, but like. It just is. I still think it's an interesting premise of like, it's a good thought experiment, I guess, or like fun to think about. Like, but it doesn't scare me, I guess, in the same way. If this were like the rats, or like, you know, something that actually would like.
But it's
be
not
predatory.
like rats.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't really like attack. They're not like
Rats
known for,
will
like
rats will eat
attacking
you.
and stuff.
Oh no, rats will attack people.
I mean,
like,
yeah.
like you know.
I mean, I know. I don't think they'll like eat you.
They won't
I
swoop
mean, they
down
wouldn't
at
be
you.
alive
Yeah,
if
right.
given the
I
chance.
was gonna say,
but,
yeah, they'll
yeah,
eat you.
yeah, but again, like, yeah, they're not like running out at like the walls to
Yeah.
like gnaw at your like ankles or anything, right?
That's
Like
true.
they're not looking for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like this. It's like saying, oh, like, well, cats will eat you. And I've had people tell me that, and it's like,
I hope
yeah,
so.
I mean, they would. Like, I would prefer that they do rather than like also die in a
Yeah.
situation where I'm dead in the house, right? So
Yeah.
like, I don't
It'd be an
know.
honor, to have my face eaten by
yeah,
Banksy
yeah.
when I'm gone. That's great.
I
That
think
means
it's just-
yeah. Go ahead.
I think a lot of it is that birds are so non-confrontational as like animals, right? Like,
Do you feel that way?
like a dog. Yeah, kind of. I've never had a run-in with a bird. Like, I've been like attacked
Really?
by like dogs. I've had a wild cat like scratch me, hit me, yada yada. I guess like squirrels and stuff also just run, but like I've never had a bird like ever intentionally like hit me or attack me or anything. I've only had them be very standoffish and like run away.
Oh, interesting.
Have you had a bird like hit you or anything?
I've definitely gotten like close to fighting like a goose. Like I've gotten too close to a goose, and a goose. will, like,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But like
yeah.
birds are dinosaurs, so like I guess like thinking of
Yeah.
like I think the fact that there's some birds that are just fucking really scary looking are cool. Like that's cool. So I guess I like the innate like fear of like I feel like maybe one bird would
birds
be
are so
scarier.
just birds are so like not scary. I don't know.
It depends on the bird, I
like-
think, too, right? This is a great episode.
Yeah, kind of. To me, a lot of birds are just not scary. Like it's very difficult for me to be like
Yeah.
from like a primal level. Like mentally, I can understand like, oh man, like a falcon going like 160 miles an hour. Like if that thing hit my eye, right? Like my eye is
Your
fucked
whole
up.
face is
But
fucked,
also,
yeah,
like-
right.
My whole face is fucked. But also, that bird's fucked. I mean, it's tiny, but it's like that hitting me at that speed is fucking it up just as bad as it's fucking me up, right? So I'm like,
Depends.
like yeah.
I guess
No, I mean they're so fragile and frail. Like they're so tiny and lightweight. Like I don't know. I guess turkeys are kind of freaky, but like
right.
they didn't have any like big scary birds here,
Yeah.
right? Like there was no like
so now you're arguing
no
that it's not
condors,
scary. Like,
no geese or anything. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of that is due to the age, right? Again, like
No.
again, if I was living in a world where there was 10 times the birds out there that there were nowadays,
The one
I'd be
thing-
like
yeah,
a
like
little more weirded out by him.
seagulls, like they're being so like being surrounded by seagulls at the beach is scary. Like that
Yeah.
can be scary, you know, where or just like kind of anxiety
Yeah.
inducing, where it's like, all right, I'm surrounded by something that is not,
Yeah.
you know, communicatable. Yeah.
I once had seagulls swarm me when I was like eating fries at the beach.
Yeah.
And like
One time,
I had to start like whacking them to get them away because they were like literally like at least 6 or 7 like all around me like
Following
pecking.
you.
I'm like, dude's like,
Yeah.
get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here, man! Like
Yeah.
this is horrible.
I literally
Yeah.
have legs. Leave me alone. Like I can stand up and walk away.
Yeah, like bro.
One of the most upset I've ever been by an animal was when I got pooped on by a seagull at a boardwalk. I was like,
Yeah.
I
That's
was
fair.
on a white dress. I was so mad. I was like, they were like,
Oh,
yeah. The wait
But-
staff was like, oh, it's good luck. I'm like, that's just what they say when you get pooped on.
no. But that's also, I think I've been pooped on a bird like once. Pooped on by a bird once as well, and I was like, it was like as I was leaving my apartment though, I was like, this fucking
Well,
sucks.
yeah.
I like walked back in and
Gotta
got
go.
a shower.
Hey,
so it
it's
was like
better
the
than if
perfect
it was
bird poop opportunity.
Right. He was like, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I'm doing it best I can.
yeah. Like I had a real tough night, you know. Like I'm
Yeah.
sorry that my house is just right above your door.
Yeah.
No, but like they're just not scary, and like I had birds growing
Bro,
up. Too,
hello.
like
You're like,
parakeets.
do you think this movie's scary or not?
I don't, but I can imagine how it could be scary, and I've talked to people who have found it scary. So like, yeah, I could see it. I could see someone like saying, yeah, it's a scary film. It doesn't scare me at all in the slightest, though, right? Like, and it's not because like it's like a ridiculous concept, and I'm like, oh, like Like, I could never entertain the idea of, like, birds going, like, bonanzas on me. No, I'm just, like, I would just beat the fuck out of these birds, bro. Like, I don't know, like, they're tiny, man.
Like, it would be scarier if they were more predatory birds. Them being seagulls and crows is, like, less. Yeah. But if they were, like...
even just bigger.
A shoebill.
If they were turkeys...
Yeah, or turkeys. Bro. Yeah, turkeys would kill you.
Yeah. And you just hear, like a like a fucking, like, just gobbling outside.
Let's bring this...
they're like, we gotta leave! Like, everybody, we gotta board up the windows! And then, like, you hear the fucking pecking, like...
Let's bring this back to the movie. So, another thing that kind of kept this from... It was a fun watch, but the sounds of the fucking birds are crazy.
The bird noises are so grating. Yeah.
They're grating, but they're also...
Did you watch this with headphones? Or did you watch it on, like, a television?
I watched it on TV. I wouldn't put myself through that. I'm sorry if you did.
Dude. I did it on headphones, and, like, the whole time I was like, this is, like, the worst thing I've ever heard. Like, I don't know.
Well, and, like, I was talking to Christopher about it. I was like, it sounds like video game noises. Like, it doesn't even sound like a bird.
Yes. So in the beginning, it kind of
normal.
Sounds like...
They sound like normal
some of those
birds.
are, like, recorded bird noises. Yes. And then, like, it quickly gets into, like, radar, like, sonar
like,
ping noises.
Like,
and,
Yeah.
And, like, just, like, crazy remixes of, like, the airwaves where it's like, woo! And I'm like, dude, I'm, like, dying here of, like, sensory overload from the birds. That was the scariest part of this movie to me, was, like, that I was going to sit here and die of sensory overload before we recorded this fucking podcast about it.
Well, apparently...
When the kids were being attacked, and they're, like, shooing them off, and, like, they're,
bad.
like, in their ears, and they're, like, hitting their ears, I'm like, dude... If that was in my fucking ear, I'm screaming, I'm crying, my ears are bleeding, and I'm killing fucking birds, bro. Like, this sucks, man.
And I understand that it is kind of like a failure, partially because of the time, because they couldn't necessarily, like, fight back. But it is like, why are you not fighting these birds? Like, people are just kind of going like, why aren't you punching the birds?
Okay,
like, get a weapon.
To defend that, I do think that, like, specifically in the school scene, when they, like... Yeah. Because, like, they have, like, the prop birds that they, like, pull off of them.
Which are fun.
They're, like, almost, like, Velcroed to the clothing. And I think that's fun and interesting and cool. And it's like, oh, okay, these birds are, like, vicious. And, like, I think the actors do a very good job of, like, selling, like, oh, I'm pulling a bird off of this person and it is actively fighting against me.
Yeah.
In the same token, like... A part of what makes this movie very not scary, if you've ever, like, held a bird or, like, dealt with birds before, when you grab them, they just, like, stop everything and, like, they have zero control. And even if they wanted to move and, like, freak out, they can't do anything. They just, like, kick their little legs, and it's like, you are not scary. Like, you are just a tiny bird. I had parakeets.
Yeah.
So, like,
I had a parakeet growing up, too.
You know. Yeah. I mentioned this earlier. Yeah.
But, like, if it were, like, a toucan.
They're so tiny and cute.
Or, like a crow. A crow could fuck you up.
Yeah, something that could, like, fuck your fingers up.
Yeah.
The seagulls fucking up the guy's fingers at the end. Yeah.
Which,
that was, like... Because, like, everyone's felt that before, and that hurts. That's like, oh, alright, like, yeah, that fucking sucks, man. But, like, nobody's got gloves here. Nobody could put on a fucking pair of gloves. Like, nobody's got, like, jeans and shit. Like... Well,
and he also takes like 6 minutes to try to unlock the door. Like he's like
when he's like closing the window, and they keep biting his hand, and then like he'll hit them, and then he's like going back at it, and I'm like, dude, is this like a stock animation? Like what's going on here? Like just close the fucking.
It's kind of crazy how long some of the bird attack scenes go on for this movie. It's like whoa, we're just sitting with this. So the
Real quick, while we're on the birds still. You know,
God forbid we move on from the birds. You're right, we might get to a point where we're not talking about the birds in the birds episode.
Which would be tragic. So let's really try to stay on course here. You know Harry Potter, how like
the owls.
They have the scene where all the fucking is it owls? I thought it was just the letters or something like fly through the windows.
In the beginning. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like just the letters. That just reminds me of like the scene where they're like having like tea or whatever, and like the birds are fucking like flooding in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just that. I was just like, oh, like,
Yeah.
Ari, you're a wizard! And, like, I was expecting them to, like, grab one, rip a bird in half, and, like, you know, they take out their letter of acceptance.
Now, I did like, just talking about the fun of, like, the effects of this movie.
Yeah.
God, they're actually, I kind of was like, there's not going to be anything to fucking talk about with the birds, but here we are. There's no music, which is fun, but also does mean that you're trapped with that sounds.
That was the music to me.
Yeah.
It's like listening to like a fucking like sorting algorithm or something, you know?
It's dial up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, talk about Psycho. It's very different.
Yeah.
To not have music in the attack scenes. There's actually several scenes where you're like waiting for like the crazy music to come in, but it's just the sounds of birds flapping. Yeah.
I kind of wish we had a little something like
Me
even
too.
the what's the one strings the like the
Kill Bill
eerie
sirens
strings or something.
Oh
no.
Or the
like I don't
Psycho?
Are
you talking about Psycho?
Yeah, they've got like a string thing that goes on sometimes, you know?
That?
Yeah, well, kind of like that. There's another one. There's a second one where it goes like higher and then lower, and it like.
Yeah, I mean the
maybe
strings go for a
know.
while. You're crazy. You're so crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, I do wish there was
You're
music
so
in this.
crazy. Yeah. Anything did. I wish the birds had been like digitally altered down a little bit. Like if that's how it was in theaters, I couldn't imagine going to theaters and hearing that in any. Well, like also hearing that in like the theaters next to it, like. That's gotta be unfucking playable, bro. Like, I'm not sitting in a theater and hearing next to me, like...
Yeah, you're in there like, trying to, like, listen to fucking... Or see Midnight Cowboy or something, or... And you're hearing
You're watching
this.
Cleopatra, and, like, you're hearing this shit, and it's like, bro, what the fuck is happening here, you know?
Good
I'm trying to watch the best special effect work of 1963. Alright, Cleopatra.
Oh, are you on...
Nothing, it's a deep cut.
We should see Cleopatra. We should watch Cleopatra for this show. That would be fun. I've never seen it.
Okay.
It was the most expensive movie ever made at the time. So
that's crazy. Wow.
It was like a notoriously
like still?
No, at the time. It might be adjusted for I don't know, but
Yeah.
It's known for being like a huge fucking like expensive bloated piece of shit that sucks and isn't very good, but looks great. You know, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that because of the actors? Cuz like I mean at least I mean to my very untrained, unprofessional, unknowledgeable self, it seems like actors didn't get paid like a ton relative to what they do today, and it's become sort of like a much like higher paid profession where like they have a lot more name recognition. Which I mean, they had a bunch of name recognition back in the day, but I don't know.
No,
is that just my impression, or
yeah, I think I would. I don't know specifically. They made money back then. Actors like the very cream of the crop made fucking bank because they would do product stuff. They would be in contracts with like the studio system, like back then.
Yeah. I mean, like just for like just for a movie, right? Like just for like showing up for a movie, not for like
no. I mean, I think there was a lot of like perks that kind of came in with being under contract. Right. So like you would get certain treatment, and you would be treated as like you would be given perks and things that kind of just came with the whole package because you wouldn't like. You would sign up for like, all right, I'm going to do 5 movies with MGM over the next 10 years or over the next 8 years or whatever. And so then you were like an MGM star. And so MGM would promote you, and MGM would like, work overtime to like, build up your reputation and like work with tabloids and partner you with things. So like there was more of like, it was more that. Whereas now it's a little bit less common for people to
visualistic almost, right?
Yeah. Sometimes directors will stay with the same studio, movie over movie, but
yeah, or with like particular actors too, like where they like people that they sort of like click with and like bring along for stuff.
But it's not the same where it's like, okay, an MGM is funding your movies and they are releasing your movies and distributing them, and like they have control, like the producers. So it's different.
And it would be a lot nicer if Netflix sort of like went that route, right? Where they were like, hey,
they do.
Like, this is our new thing. Like but like if they had it with like good people. No.
Well, like there are. I mean, Martin Scorsese, Jane Campion, Guillermo del Toro, like all of these people. Chloe Zhao, I think, had Netflix stuff. Like Netflix has talent. It's just that they don't treat them as well. There's not as much of that. And like often
Yeah.
Netflix and the other streamers kind of have a reputation, some of them more than others, of like kind of not promoting their movies or like being very hit or miss about what they
Yeah.
shelve or like what they kind of
Yeah.
like bury.
Yeah.
So
It
anyway,
really sucks too. Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
100%. No.
Especially when it comes to award season, Netflix, like all movie theaters or movie studios, will kind of say like, "All right, here's our front runner, and we're going to campaign this movie as Best Picture, or this movie will be like my actor, my Best Actor kind of candidate," because they don't want to,
Yeah.
compete with themselves. But at the same time, they kind of let a lot of stuff fall off, the radar.
Yeah.
So
The
even if
radar,
it gets
yeah.
released,
Well,
so
well, it's funny because like these four, like the four movies that they had, the Hitchcock movies, all got
Mhm.
taken down.
yeah,
And then like, I don't know if you know their like release order for Dune, but when Dune Two was in theaters, they had Dune up on Netflix,
Mhm.
and then they took off Dune, right? Like they lost the licensing for it or whatever, and they got Dune 2 up once it got out of theaters. So like if you wanted to watch both movies, especially back
They
to
had
back,
two different
you had to like
streaming
watch it
services.
like one
Yeah.
night into the other.
Oh.
Well, or yeah, I mean if you want to watch them in the same day, then yeah, you need whatever Dune moved on to.
Right.
And then Dune 2 left, and they got the old like original
Dune back, yeah.
Dune from like David Lynch or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, very funny, but also like super weird and like why? I just don't
Yeah.
get it. And I hate going and trying to find something from like a few years ago, and like now it's no longer on Netflix, and like it's nowhere else. So what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
I can't legally watch it anywhere. So do I just never watch it? Like I don't know. I think that shit
Yeah.
sucks. And
No,
it's,
you
like,
should
really
steal it. You should become
bad.
comfortable with torrenting.
Yeah.
I think all people, it's your
Oh, yeah,
God-given
yeah.
right to steal things off the internet. But
Thank you, Internet Archive, for
That
the
too.
birds today.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, how did we get on the studio system pay of actors? Oh, Cleopatra. No, it was definitely
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Diva, Cleopatra, played by Elizabeth Taylor, known diva. So I'm sure she was expensive. Her
Mhm.
husband, Richard Burton, is in it, I believe, and he is also a diva, and he was probably expensive. But it was just a huge fucking movie. I mean, it's a movie about Cleopatra, so it's like imagine all of the sets and the acting and like extras and lighting and food and technical shit that has to go into making a movie that like of that scale, right?
Yeah.
Again, I've never seen it,
Yeah.
but by all accounts, it is very sweeping and epic and looks great, even though it's like a bloated kind of shitty movie from what I hear.
Yeah.
So
I
it'd be a great one for us to watch.
the only things that I've seen about it, it would be a great one for us to watch. The only like imagery that I've seen about it reminds me heavily of the Cobbler, the Thief and the Cobbler.
Yeah.
It would be like
There you go. I mean, classic.
It
Yeah.
would be really funny to watch. Yeah, classic, like super bloated,
Yeah.
like way over their head. Like
Yeah.
project went super long, like super over budget, just barely.
Yeah.
Didn't actually make it by its shoestrings. Had to be recobbled out of strings and bits of shoe. So yeah.
I'm adding it to our list right now.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, that's interesting. It's Joseph Mankiewicz was the writer. Interesting. Okay, anyway, and director. Coming back to the birds.
Yeah.
I had looked up the sounds because I was like, these don't sound like bird sounds. And I was reading through the Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Apparently, they aren't bird sounds for the most part. They are made from a fucking like theremin or something. Like they're made from like an electronic music machine.
Makes
So,
sense.
Makes sense
Yeah.
why they sound like, Space Invaders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's like actually nuts to me that like I don't know. Just listening to it was the most difficult part of this movie. And I do think even without that sort of like pulling you out, it might have actually been a little bit scarier without that. But
Well, and it's tough because, like I said before, the bird attack scenes go for so long. Like, there's a lot of bird action. And so you get hit over
Yeah.
the head with the sounds, which is,
yes,
you're exhausted by
you
it.
drown in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. and again, it's sort of fine in the beginning. Like, I really, really enjoyed, like everything they set up in the first half, and then, like, we see, like, the first bird attack, and then, like, as the bird attacks start getting, like,
more
increasing
aggro.
in the, like, increase in violence, and then we see, like, the first death, and it's like, oh, fuck, like, this is crazy. And then I think the kids' bird scene, right, where they're, like, running from the school, like, I mean, loved it, loved the setup to it. I do kind of enjoy, like, the birds attacking the kids. It's funny, and, like, it's weird to say, like, oh yeah,
no,
like,
but there's, like, kids falling down and
birds hit the kids, yeah. But it is A, very funny to watch, and B, also, I mean, it's, like, kind of scary, I guess, in, like, a very niche way almost, because, like, I don't actually feel any fear for them at all. But it does go on for too long. They're going down they're running up that hill way too long, you know. They got to make that deal with God, like, now, right?
What is that from? What's that from, Ricky?
Fuck. It's
from a
song.
meme.
I can't remember.
It's a meme that you saw within the last week.
Run up the hill. It's not from a meme that I've seen within the last week. It's a meme that I saw definitely within, like,
the last
5 years ago when it was popular.
Well,
dude, that was popular so fucking long ago with Stranger Things as well. That was
okay. Well, that song
is
like
popular.
28 or 30 years old. So
I know. But if you're gonna make fun of me for, like, knowing it for a meme, it's from the meme from years ago. Yeah, I know. And I know the song is also very old. I did not assume that it came out recently.
All right.
Oh yeah, name 5 other songs by her.
Listen. Anyway, what do you mentioned, like, that you like the first half and then the first bird attack happens. It is crazy that this movie's 2 hours fully 2 hours long.
Yeah.
This movie needs 20 minutes of bird off of it. But the opening, like, 40, 50 minutes of this movie are like, there ain't no birds. There's really not even any suspense. It's kind of like almost like a comedy.
No.
Which is very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it. I mean, it was like a slice of life, right? Like, she's just sort of like, she's like, ooh, like, oh, you want some lovebirds, huh? I'll give you some fucking lovebirds. Okay, all right. And, like, it's funny how, like, she's, like, obviously intrigued by this guy. So, like, in the beginning, I was like, okay, she's obviously intrigued by him. And then, like, when she shows up at his apartment, I'm like, oh, okay, it's like a funny tongue-in-cheek thing.
And then she's like, no, I'll drive 2 hours. Well, I'll go.
Yeah. Or the guy's like, oh, it's 60 miles up north, Bodega Bay. And she's like, 60 miles, huh? Yeah, right. I was like, oh, okay, like, she's in it for the long fucking haul. And that's when I was like, is she just, like, down bad as fuck for this guy? Or, like, is she, like, actually that, like, peeved about it? Or is it, I mean, I guess it is some mix of the two. But, yeah.
Well, and you know, it's very interesting characterization to have her be, because it is demented. Like, it's weird. It's one thing if she's just, like,
it's crazy. I mean, she's
nuts,
bro.
At first, you know, when she's just, like, gonna look up his apartment, it's like, okay, this is weird, but not, like, crazy.
It's like debutante, like, spoiled rich kid behavior.
Yeah,
sure, like, I'll call daddy's paper. Like, I'll run his plates. You know, fine. And,
but
like,
then
I'll show up at his house with 2 birds. You know, fuck him. You know.
But like, then to drive to this, like, other city, and she doesn't even know where he lives there. She's just like he lives somewhere in this area. That's deranged, and it's very fascinating to like that we're supposed to be like.
And she like orders the boat. She, like, rents the boat.
Yeah.
And she gets on it. Like, I'll be honest with you, like, just from what I knew off of this movie and, like, seeing, like, the poster, I thought, like, the birds were going to be, like, retribution onto her for, like...
Well, and they say that in the scene, in the grocery store or wherever, the diner, where she's like, you slut, you brought these birds upon us, basically, the one woman.
Yeah.
Which, what do you think of that? I mean, obviously...
Birds have done nothing wrong, ever.
Yeah.
Those are the only birds that didn't attack anybody. The lovebirds.
Well, right, but this
the girl says that at the end too. She's like,
this all starts to happen because Tippi Hedren goes to visit, right? So, like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, assumedly, yeah, it's because she's up there. Yeah.
Do you think there's a metaphor at play? Do you think this is just like birds are scary? What if some birds attacked?
I don't think it's birds are scary. What if some birds attacked? I think there is a metaphor at play. I'm not sure what it is, to be honest with you.
I think it could be anything. There's, like, several things it could stand in for. The birds are definitely representing something, but what it is, I think, could be different.
I mean, yeah. I really thought it was just going to, like, again, like, I thought a lot of it was going to be, like, retribution against her, essentially, right? Like, especially when she drops them off inside, and when she's, like, leaving, I don't know if it's, like, right then, but there are hens, either, like, there or at, like, the other woman's house. I was like, oh, like, these motherfuckers are gonna start pecking, they're gonna start pecking and shit. And then she's like out on the water. I was like, oh, the birds are gonna attack.
And she gets hit by one bird. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, the bird. And then, like, they're just back to building up, like, just talking and stuff. It is funny how, like, immediately, like, he's, like, so enamored by her, too. Because, like, I mean, like, he sort of, like, fucks with her a bit in the beginning. And then, like, when he sees her in the boat, he was like, oh, I'm driving to the other fucking dock.
Yeah, like, he's like, oh, shucks.
He's like, you little scamp.
Like, what's...
Yeah, and
what?
he, like, hops into the boat. He's like...
Yeah.
He's like, my God, are you okay? You just got hit by a bird. Let me escort you inside.
Yeah.
You know, like...
All of these characters are kind of, like, narcissistic in a way, other than, like, maybe the little girl. Yeah. But, like, they're all very, like, self-absorbed or, like, you know, like, fucking weird. They're all weird. Like, it's weird that she...
Yeah, they're all weird.
You know, it's weird that she drives that way.
There's no sense of urgency.
That, too. Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, go through. Yeah, it's weird she drives that way. Anyway, yeah.
It's weird that she drives all that way. It's weird that he's not like, bitch, you just came into my house. What the fuck? Also, you're like, you live 2 hours away. Yeah. The mom is weird because she's like afraid of letting her little son get away. The fucking friend is weird because she's like, oh, he's my long lost love. So I moved here even though we broke up. Like, everyone is weird. Yeah. So the birds attacking feels, I don't know, like bringing them all like, back down to earth. Yeah, like it's good. Like they should be attacked. These birds.
They get this bad energy out. Yeah. They gotta get the fuck out of that bay. Yeah. All right, like I don't want to see no bodegas, no more.
They gotta help each other and chill out. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I mean, I can also see it from like his perspective because like he does sort of rib her about it. He's like, oh, like you came up here, huh? And she's like, yeah. Oh yeah. He's like, yeah. What for? And she's like, oh well, I'm seeing a friend.
I was seeing my
friend.
Yeah, your ex. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, that's interesting. That's real interesting. Yeah.
I also,
which I don't know, it's funny. Yeah.
Have I ever told you?
But the way that he just like welcomes her into his home, and he's like, yeah, just go ahead, like, come on, yeah.
Did I ever tell you about, I might cut this, Future Lane, stop listening at 2 times speed, so that you can decide if you want to cut this or not. But, did I ever tell you about the, woman who, like, came to my house when I wasn't there and left me a bunch of love notes and shit? Did I ever tell you about this?
No, that's fucking crazy, bro.
This woman, I was 19. Like 18 turning 19, freshman in school, and this woman who was in her 30s fully was like pursuing me basically, and for Christmas she came in and folded a bunch of paper cranes and like put them in various places in my apartment when I wasn't home, and they all, not just that, to be like, oh look, I made you all these paper cranes, but then was also like, each one was color coded to a special thing that I liked from my Tumblr, like a different movie or a different like piece of media that was it was very involved.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That would be really touching if it was someone that you were close to.
Yeah.
And not someone who entered your home and put down a bunch of the birds everywhere.
Literally the birds, yeah.
Which are color coded. At first I had hoped you were going to make a joke of this and be like, and they were
all birds, and they were the birds
inside of them, yeah, and they made the bird noises.
No, unfortunately, this is truly
no
what
such
happened.
Fucking luck. Yeah,
no.
You
I attract him.
You attract a special type of crazy. Yeah,
I really fucking do, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
crazy women too, which is like, I don't know, nuts.
It is.
Then,
yeah. She was pretty nuts. Anyway. We'll see if I can leave that in or not.
Did you consider,
Go ahead. No, please make a joke.
Consider training hundreds of birds to attack her?
Maybe I will. I really, it is cool, like, talking about the special effects. It's fun to see the, like, stuffed birds and the mechanical birds mixed in with the real birds. Like,
yeah.
Not only is it, like, a cool effect, but it is kind of like, damn, those are real birds. How'd they get them to not fly? Like, how'd they get them to stay? It's great. Like, those are
They
birds.
also
You know?
they did a lot of like pre-recording, and they did something that like happens a lot in animation, which I mean you don't really see in like other like film media, where you like just overlay the screen like immediately.
Yeah.
And
I was trying to
they have
figure
like
it
the
out.
bird overlay and stuff behind it.
Because
Yeah.
it's a special technique. It's not just like film on film. It's like they're filming, and then I think there's like a screen while they're filming. I think that they're like projecting back onto, and that's what they're filming. Or like the overlay effect is, it's not just as simple as just like two cells of animation or whatever. But like, not that I'm saying you think it is.
I feel like it might just be. I feel like it might be just 2 cells. Though.
No,
I mean, a lot of them sort of look like that.
I was skimming
Like
through this.
The like tea party scene specifically is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it's not that though, because it's called yellow screening. I just kind of, I wanted to dig into it more, but I didn't have time. But so it's like, it's a way of combining the two without actually literally just like putting them on top of each other.
Putting the cells over each other.
Yeah, I was trying to find a diagram that would make that I could like read and better understand. But yeah, I mean, it is cool. It's a cool effect, and like, even though it looks silly at sometimes, but like, it is still like fun and adds to the, you know, like sense of otherworldliness of it all. Yeah.
I mean, it's super fun and cool. It is just, it does sort of take you out of it though anytime it happens, because you're like, oh, this is like 1 billion birds like flying in front of my face. They do it a lot better, I think the second or third time that it's used. Right after the birds blow up a guy in his car.
That part is so
when
crazy.
They're like all flying around outside. I want to mention that again, happening. But I have to mention it a second time. But right before that, like right after that, when like a bunch of shit is happening, like there's an overlay of like, it's like 10 to 20-ish birds, right? Like a normal amount of birds, and that one works way better because you can still see stuff that's happening, and it's like, oh, there's a few birds flying in, like it feels like a cluttered amount of birds near me, not like 100 hummingbirds like in my face, right? Like,
I had seen this movie before, but not for a really long time, and the only real attack scene I remembered, or like scene of violence, was the guy getting his eyes, or the shot of the body with the eyes pecked out. And so
good shot. That's cool.
I for some reason thought that was like the ending, like the big climax at the end was that, but it's not. Obviously, it's kind of the first thing you see, the first like violence. So when the guy,
an hour into
when the guy blows up,
so
like 4 times,
when the trail was like, when the trail kept going down, like, and it went on for so long, I was like, oh, so like a bird is just gonna fly in with flint and steel and like fucking like light this shit up, is what you're telling me, right? I was like half convinced that a bird, like I was like maybe it's not like a bird like with something, but like a bird's just gonna like hit the ground and like it like sparks and like it's gonna like light this on fire. And I thought we were gonna start seeing flaming birds like flying into like buildings and shit. I was like, this is crazy, but like good for them. And then it like went to the car, and I was like, oh wow, like good luck, man. It was also, I mean, that was really funny. I'm sure so again, ludicrous. So ludicrous. I'm sure 60 years ago, like this seeing a guy get like emoliated on screen was probably kind of a little freaky. People were like, oh man, like. You know, I don't know. Maybe it was goofy back then too. Like,
well, first off, it's immolated. Immolation is like
immolated
is like a thing with metal. But immolated. But no, I was thinking this with actually last night I went and saw The Thing, and I couldn't stop thinking like lighting a guy on fire is maybe the coolest single special effect in movies. Like, just like, they just do that. It's real. You know, you don't have to, I mean, you can, but you don't have to animate it or like put it through CG or like, you just light someone on fire. It's so cool.
You just light them on fire. Yeah.
And it looks cool every time. Every time you're like, wow, this is, like in The Thing specifically, there's
I'm watching a guy on fire.
It's cool.
Every time I think
it's cool. Well, in The Thing, there's 2 people who get lit on fire. And the second time it's, after the blood test scene where, you know, Palmer's head splits open and he eats windows, and like he's, you know, the monster while they're all tied to the couch and shit, and the monster's like fucking got windows in his head, like eating his other head. And they've like flamethrow Palmer, and then like he starts walking outside, and it's clearly a guy in like a fire retardant suit, but he's got like something on his head to make it look like he's still the Thing, but he's moving different, his body's different. But like, it doesn't matter because it's still cool. You're like, yeah, they lit him on fire. It doesn't matter. What a movie.
Yeah,
and so it's fun here
awesome
too.
Physical effect,
Yeah. I mean, they blew it up. You know, they blew some shit up for this movie.
Yeah.
Cool as hell. What do you think about... So, do you know anything about, like, Hitchcock as a man, I guess? Like, his reputation?
Not really, no.
He was a shitheel. So he like, abused the fuck out of Tippi Hedren in this movie. Like, threw real birds at her in the attic scene where she's up there getting attacked for, like, 6 straight minutes.
Yeah.
They were like, no, we'll use fake birds. And then they throw real birds at her, and she, like, really got injured and, like, had to, wear a harness and shit to, like, get attacked by birds. Anyway.
Yeah.
What did you think of her performance and the performance of the man, Mitch?
I mean, I liked them. I think they did... Like, well, I think they have, like, a good chemistry between each other, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And they played sort of, All That Heaven Allows-esque. It's really
a little bit.
Like, she's like, she's... Because, like, they're both kind of, like, enamored by each other, and they're, like, they're playful, they're, like, back and forth with it. And he's, like, I don't know.
I feel like maybe
he plays like the protector very often.
I feel like maybe you're just thinking that these two actors look very similar, and that they're both like strong-jawed, dark-haired.
They do kind of look, they do kind of look similar, and they're playing like the kind of like similar-ish character too. At least.
Oh, I disagree. Yeah. I majorly disagree that those characters, because like in this movie, they're almost contemptuous of each other, especially at first. Like not in like an enemies to lovers way, but in kind of a mean way. Like she is like. She's like this whatever broken like party girl. She's got these problems. She wants to do better, but she's obviously like still doing practical jokes. And then he's like showboating. He's kind of like an asshole about like he is
being an asshole.
He's slept around. He's like mean to her about it, like about her like past and stuff. So they do have chemistry.
I think this is like the truer enemies to lovers, though. Like it's like they're not pussyfooting around in the beginning, right? Like they're like actual enemies. Like they like they don't fuck with each other.
Yeah.
She wrote like
even though they want to fuck.
I genuinely believe like right. But I genuinely believe like the first note that she wrote was like vile and nasty, right? That she like ripped up, right? I'm like okay, makes sense. But like that doesn't mean that I don't think that she like is just trying to jump his bones like the instant she sees him. Like if he had been at his apartment there, right? It's like so duality, right?
It's true.
Right, what did you think of them?
No, their performances were fine. It's hard to judge a movie like this because it is a B movie. It is like a kind of a schlocky, whatever. More for the atmosphere than anything. I think she does a better job than him. Sometimes he's a little bit too not giving anything in his performance, especially in the back half where he doesn't have as much to do other than just like protect, whereas she has this like emotional arc. But this love story that you set up in the beginning is like basically abandoned, after like the birds start to attack. It's like they're not really developing their relationship at all after that point. They're just kind of like dealing with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially he becomes like, it's like, oh, okay, like she's like, well, like I was playfully sort of like, tempting you earlier, right? And like now it's like, well, she like they're in a survival situation, which takes so fucking long for anyone to like acknowledge. And even once they do, like, but even once they do it, like they're like, all right, so like basically we're gonna go to the diner. All windows, right? And we're going to warn everybody there, and we're going to get their help to stop the birds. It's like, so like, what are your like steps to stopping the birds? When they're like,
I don't know,
maybe get
didn't
away,
think this far,
like,
Is
like,
this
okay, guys?
Is this the first horror movie we've seen where people do really stupid things? Like the protagonist? No, I guess both of Ari Aster's horror movies they're making bad choices.
Yeah, but I think this is the first one where it's like, it's an entire town, and they're all making like the same bad choices, right?
That's true. Yeah,
like,
they're not motivated by
because they're all like going about their days, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Well, and that's what I mean with the like, you know, the classic horror movie thing of like, oh, I hate when people make dumb choices just to like further the plot or like end up killed off or whatever, like from a writing perspective.
Yeah.
We don't watch a lot of those types of movies, I feel like, but in this one, it is well, obviously we should go to the place that has all the windows, and obviously I should not do anything to protect myself against the birds and just go into this room unguarded. Like,
but like, and then like once they do, like get to the point where they're like, all right, well, like let's board up the windows, right?
Yeah.
Like their plan after that is just like, well,
hang out,
I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
you know what though? I should say, Jessica Tandy, who plays the mom, I like her performance. She's kind of playing like a kooky hag, right? Like she's like, you know, cold on the surface, but then like she's obviously a little bit like whatever. You know, she's got this like tortured fear of being alone. But when she goes up into seeing the farmer whose eyes are pecked out, she plays that. I love the way she plays her reaction to that, where she doesn't scream, she doesn't like try to talk, she just literally can't talk and just keeps like gasping for air. It's great. She's awesome in it. Yeah. And even then after that, she can't really talk about it. You know, it's good. Even then she's talking about other stuff. It's cool.
The thing is, if any of my loved ones comes to me and says, hey, like, I just got back from like Old Man Yeller's house, and like
Old Man Yeller,
he had like ex-appendage eaten off,
and we had to put him down because he had rabies. Old Man Yeller.
yeah, and like, well, yeah, we had to put him down because like he had like his arm eaten off by like the pigs or whatever, and then like outside I hear the pigs like winking and squeaking. Like I'm like, all right, I think we should leave, right? I think we should actually get out of here, guys.
And then we had to put the pigs down, and we had to bury them in the farm because they were too fat and they were full of maggots.
Yeah. and then we had to get the lambs, and we also had to put those down this winter. Yeah.
And then we had to get the dog that wouldn't stop shaking because it was always wet for some reason. And then we had to get my parents who were dying but also were changing age.
Sorry about that wet dog smell.
Yeah. If that were me, I agree with you. I'm getting out of there.
Yeah. I don't know. It is kind of ridiculous. I don't know. I mean, but at the same time, there's no movie if they don't hang out.
But there could be. I mean, they don't really try. It's kind of funny because every time they try to leave, they're able to leave. Like, the ending is kind of a bummer because they just leave. Like, they're just leaving. There's no, you know what I mean? Like, there's no final attack. Like, it's the attack in the attic.
No, yeah. It's supposed to be like, oh, like, so many hundreds of birds. Like, if they do get attacked, watch out.
I want to see those birds breaking the windshield. Like, I want to see those birds fucking it up, you know, and they don't.
The one attacks where, like, she's in the phone booth and, like, there's a bunch of like birds, like a bunch of gulls around her, and then like, I mean, like, like the town's just going to shit because everyone's like, freaking out about the fucking birds.
Yeah,
that's fun. Yeah,
the phone booth is fun.
Cool. That's a good bird attack.
How many times do you think we said bird in this episode?
Many,
hundreds.
Here's another one. How many birds do you think died filming this movie?
I don't know. Probably many. I would think a couple, at least.
Yeah, I would assume that. You know. Especially even that last scene when they're like rolling the car out, there's just like live birds like walking around like right under the wheels.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, it makes you wonder how they do it. Like it really is. Sometimes animal wrangling on a set is like some of the most impressive. Like, how did they get a bird to do that? I was actually talking about this last night. Shout out Pat, who I don't think listens to this show very often, but my friend Pat and I went to see The Thing, and. Afterward, I was like, yeah, I notice something new about this every time. Or like I have a new marvel every time I watch this movie. And last night, I was like, how'd they get that dog to act so good? Like in the beginning? Not like the special effects.
That's a good boy. Like, that's a real good boy.
It is,
out there.
but that dog is like locked in. Like that dog was given direction and like was making choices about how to act. Like it was such a good dog.
I feel like dogs are maybe easier with it though, because
well, sure, than birds.
Like they are,
yeah,
like you can
course.
sort of like give them direction. Or, then like birds or like cats or something like that.
For sure.
Like dogs are like the like acting animal. Horses I think are up there as well. You know.
Yeah. Horses are crazy. It's crazy that you can train a horse to do anything. Like that's a fucking like a beast.
Yeah.
You know, a dog is a friend. A horse is a beast. You know, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But no, like the dog at the beginning of the thing is like it's acting. It looks like it's the thing. It doesn't look like a dog. Like I hope like it's I don't know when you first see it on its own and. You see, it's the scene in the beginning where it's walking down the hallway and it goes into the room and there's a shadow on the wall and you can't tell who the person is sitting on the bed that's presumably being turned into the thing. The dog the way it enters the hallway is like snout first. Not just because like it's a dog, so its snout is going to go first anywhere. But like it like sticks its head through the door and like kind of like sticks its whole head in before it like turns and enters. You hopefully you know what I'm talking about. It's just so crazy and effective, and it just seems so alien. And it's like, how'd they get this dog to act like an alien? I don't know, but they did, and it's great. So same with these birds.
Yeah.
You know, how'd they get birds to sit?
Yeah.
But
I feel like birds maybe also it just for like the car scenes in particular. I mean, definitely tougher when there are like people nearby, but like like because they definitely had to have like a lot of like trained birds on set, and they're like, okay, like everyone has to chill out and not move much, and the birds will like hang out for a bit. Like, it's gotta suck.
I'm reading through the IMDb trivia to see if there's any mention of how many birds died.
They don't have a number on Wikipedia, but they do say that it's estimated that 200,000 was spent on the creation of mechanical birds for the film
before they decided to use a bunch of real birds. Or maybe not. I mean,
well, no, just because they needed them as well, right?
Oh, okay.
And then Ray Berwick was in charge of the live birds, and he trained and caught most of them himself. It's kind of funny, but yeah, there were sparrows, gulls, ravens. Yeah.
How many birds died in the birds? No birds actually died during the filming of the birds. I don't believe you.
Bullshit.
I do not fucking believe that no birds fucking died. Hitchcock was throwing birds at Tippi Hedren, like fucking like softballs.
Just like
you know,
even just like coincidentally, like a bird like dying on set, right? Like there's no way like no birds died during the production of this film, like ever, right? Like, come on.
I guess maybe if it wasn't that long of. I don't know. 3,200 birds were trained for the movie. That's crazy.
3,200. I mean, even if you're filming for like a month, I'd expect one of those birds to die at the very least, right?
Yes, yeah.
Even a week, I'd expect like out of 3,000 birds, I'd expect one of those to die. Yeah.
I don't know.
Much less fucking like garbage gulls that they're just trying to train to fly around, you know?
I'm sorry, I'm just reading the IMDb trivia now.
No, you're cool. I mean, I started reading Wikipedia because I figured that's what we were up to. But
yeah.
Just making sure. I was reading about the stuff with Hedren.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Her performance isn't bad. The character isn't the main part of the movie. Like, it's not the interesting part of the movie, I guess. So it's hard to be like, her performance is bad. But, like, her performance certainly isn't, like, this movie should not have fucking traumatized anyone. Like, it's really fucked up that any movie traumatizes a person, but especially one that's, like, a B movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, a penguin attacking would be kind of crazy. Or a flamingo. Actually, a shoebill is the one that came to mind earlier. Like...
Shoebill, yeah.
Yeah, those big fucking...
Shoebill, maybe, yeah.
A what?
Yeah. Nothing, it's a type of shoebill. Yeah, those might be, yeah.
Like, that would kill you. You could die. That big-ass beak.
Yeah, I just don't think that they can really use that thing, to be honest.
No,
with you. Like,
they were...
I don't know.
Did you see Jurassic Park? Hello? Those are birds.
Oh, you're right. My bad. You're right, yeah.
Chickens are supposed to be really fucking mean, too. I've never really interacted with a chicken, but they're supposed to be very violent. So, they're small, but, like, I have no doubt that, like... Have you ever seen it, like, a wild turkey? I'm sure you have, having lived in Pennsylvania so long. Yeah. Those things are scary and evil, too. Like, and big.
I think I saw them when I there's a lot up at like Martha's Vineyard and like up in that area up near Maine. And I went up there one summer and like out in like the backyard of where we were staying, there were like hundreds of turkeys. Like I was joking about like the gobbling and them like smacking on the windows. Not really like entirely a joke.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I will say they are kind of freaky, like especially like when it's really like foggy out and you're just hearing like a bunch of like ominous gobbles, and like there's just these like big ass. They're so like weird looking, and like the way they walk around is fucking freaky.
Yeah, they bounce.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
If I was in a situation where I needed to deal with a lot of birds, like the birds, like I need like a sword and like a fucking like a tennis racket, you know? I think those are my two weapons of choice.
I think a tennis racket's all you need. I don't think you even need the sword. Because, like, they're light, like you said.
Tennis racket is for smaller birds, right? But big birds, I think you kind of need a sword for. Like a turkey, I don't think you're doing much with a tennis racket.
What did Big Bird do to you?
Hey, he's been on them streets too long, alright? I gotta put him down.
Fucked up. Fucked up to say that. And just when PBS got fucking defunded by Trump. How dare you?
True.
We should talk about some of the direction of this movie. Like specifically, I'm thinking of some of the like choices for cinematography. This movie also reminded me of The Thing and Halloween in a couple ways. Not just because I watched them almost back to back, but shots of like empty rooms, like empty like hallways, or like no one is in there, nothing is moving for a moment. That's such a John. I think of that as John Carpenter so much, and so like I feel like there could be influence there. And then the deep focus when you know, when a character is in, you know, a close up of their face or like kind of very close to the screen or the frame, and then, you know, there's something going on behind them, birds attacking, for example. It's always a cool shot that just like is so heightened and looks like a comics panel or something, you know, or an illustration. Yeah. It's cool. That's a Hitchcocky thing. You know, they do that in Psycho too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You mentioned...
Yeah, I didn't notice that too much, but yeah.
You mentioned Psycho, that the shot that you were, or the scene you watched with Meredith was reminding you of Psycho?
Yeah. Just the way that their first conversation in the store is shot.
Sure.
It's like super similar to... I feel like all, like, or not all of them, but a lot of the conversations that Hitchcock's characters have sort of look very similar to each other in terms of like how, like, shot composition and lighting. And speaking of lighting, especially in this movie, it really adds like a lot of the ways that the characters are lit adds like a layer of drama to it, and it really makes them pop out from like the backgrounds very often, especially when they're inside is what I'm thinking of. Yeah, when they're outside, it's not. I don't know. There are a lot of like sweeping scenes which he didn't really do in Psycho, where they're like outside sort of talking to each other and it's just like them and like a beautiful vista behind them, which I like. They're cool. It's fun. That's sort of interesting. I don't think that like we really see that much in movies anymore, and I'm kind of glad we don't. I don't know. It's a little archaic.
What is?
It's not bad. What's going on? That sort of like having like a character talking and like you just see like their face, or like maybe like the like their like neck up, and like it's just like a vista behind them, because they're like on like a hill talking to each other, and just.
Do you feel like you don't see that in movies?
Not a ton of that. I mean, not as much as I do here. Yeah. Interesting. Or at least the ways that they're shot in other movies are very different than like the choices that they made here.
I think the close up on a face is the second best special effect you can put in a movie after lighting a guy on fire. You love to see a person, and you love to see like actors deliver. I like actors, so like.
No, I know. And I'm not saying that like it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I don't think I see like that particular, like, again, that shot where it's like
a minute,
just a character. And
literally a minute ago you were like, I'm glad they don't do that anymore. It feels archaic. You just said that.
Because it does feel archaic, and like I don't really see it anymore. You know, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Yeah.
I think I think that happens in movies quite frequently. The shot reverse shot of like
Okay.
person's face, other person's face, and then the first person's face again while they're talking. That's like the most common shot
no.
in a movie.
Well, no. I mean specifically like the shots where they're like just talking to each other, and it's just like a very far away like background, right? Like they're on a hill, like talking to each other.
I feel like
I don't
you
know.
see that.
It just looks sort of dated.
A lot of that in Power of the Dog. A lot of,
No, because Power of the Dog, it was a lot of like two people, and like the framing again was not just like just a person's head or like just their like neck up.
There's some close-ups on a person's neck.
I mean,
in that movie.
Yeah, there are some close-ups. I'm talking about like a couple like very particular shots, and it was like one 10-minute scene in the middle of the film where she's like talking about her mom and whatnot.
Yeah,
and, like how like he doesn't understand her issues. Yeah, and I think just like the way that was shot is sort of archaic. And again, I like just me personally, I don't think I've seen it very often anymore.
Skill issue.
Okay. I'm just saying, like I don't think I see it, right?
I'm going through the list of aspects of this movie. If there's anything else to talk about. Talked about the score, talked about the pacing, talked about the love story getting dropped, special effects, birds. Talked about the birds. Do you have anything else to say about The Birds from 1963, directed by Alfred Hitchcock?
No, not really.
Word. Fun! I'm glad we watched it. It's a fun one.
Yeah, that was a fun film. And now we have another film for Alfred August coming up.
Now listen, we don't have to watch the movie that I was pressuring you to watch. We don't have to do it if you don't want to. If you want to pick a different Alfred Hitchcock movie, it's okay. I'm not
going to pick another one. Next week we want to watch Rebecca from 1940, directed by Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh, Kira! I'm so excited to watch this movie. This is one of my top 10 probably movies. Yeah, I'm excited.
Cool.
I won't say anything else. It's great. Amazing movie. Do you know anything about it at all?
No.
If you want to pick something else, you can. We don't have to watch Rebecca.
It really, Lane, it's not that deep.
I feel like I feel guilty for even suggesting it. I shouldn't have done this. I broke my code, which was that I wasn't going to influence you at all for the month. And here we are.
Okay.
Work with me here. Help me end this episode. Try to banter
I don't
something.
know. How do you want to end it? I don't know. I got a kitty cat that just came up to me.
Oh my god.
Should I put one of the cats up to the mic?
No. It's not going to pick it up.
We got Oreo on the track. Can you meow, buddy?
Meow.
That's a no.
I tried.
No, she's not doing nothing. I don't know. I mean, that's it. That's what we want to watch. We'll see you then.
All right. I guess Awful August means we have no ending to the episode.
Yeah, always.
Fine. All right.
Awful August. Alfred August.